my eyes. Who's seen me before?
I have.
Turn to someone and say, you ain't seen nothing yet. Cross my heart, but don't want to die. I'll make it right this time. Allow the luxury of distress. It's really not a crime. Cramped and casual, force a smile. Get this. It's really not my style. Are you gonna be okay? Alright. But I can dream, and the things I've seen would really blow your mind. I can fly, baby, I can soar right back to your door. I can fly, baby, I can soar into your arms once more. It's gonna be that kind of night. He told me there was once upon a time when I could not walk at all. He looked at me with such sympathy and said, you gotta walk before you crawl. I can fly, baby, I can soar right back to your door. You guys were warned. I can fly, baby, I can soar into your arms once more. Into your arms once more. You're not scared, are you? I love you too, man. Is this seat taken? Yeah, that's right. Thanks. Hold me there. I got so verklempt I forgot the words. Dude, it's okay if I sit here, but I'm not used to my chairs pinching, all right? All right, brother. Yeah, you're being such a good sport. What do I do? I took a trip on a satin ship that never touched the shore. I lost my way. But until this day, I was never here before. Give it up for this guy. He's a good sport. I can fly, baby, I can soar right back to your door. I can fly, babies, I can soar. You know, my Bible says something about we're no longer man, woman, slave, free, but we're all in Christ.
Amen.
Were you there? Were you there when they crucified my Lord? Were you there when they crucified my Lord? Whoa. Sometimes it causes me to tremble, tremble, tremble. Were you there when they crucified my Lord? Were you there when they nailed him to that tree? Were you there when when they nailed him to that tree. Whoa, sometimes it causes me to tremble, tremble. Were you there when they nailed him to that tree? I'm done, you're done. Got it? Were you there when the sun refused to shine? Were you there when the sun refused to shine? Whoa, sometimes it causes me to tremble, tremble, tremble. Who's talking? You a blue phone, man. Okay. Were you there when the sun refused to shine? Like an iPod's more butch than a blue phone, just for the record. All right. Were you there? I better get a copy of that. When he rose from the grave. Were you there when he rose from the grave? Whoa. Sometimes it causes me to tremble, tremble, tremble. Were you there when he rose from the grave, when they laid him in that tomb, when the sun refused to shine, when they nailed him to that tree, when they crucified my Lord? This world is not my home. I'm just passing through. My treasures are laid up somewhere beyond the blue. The angels beckon me from heaven's open door, and I can't feel at home in this world anymore. Oh Lord, you know, I have no friend like you. If heaven's not my home, then Lord, what will I do? The angels beckon me from heaven's open door. I can't feel at home in this world anymore. They're all expecting me. That's one thing I know. My Savior pardoned me. Now onward I go. I know it'll take me, though I'm weak and poor and fabulous. I can't feel at home in this world anymore. Lord, you know, I have no friend like you. If heaven's not my home, then Lord, what will I do? The angels beckon me from heaven's open door. Baby, I can't feel at home in this world anymore. Just up in glory land, we'll live eternally. The saints on every hand are shouting victory. Their song's sweetest praise, drifting back from heaven's shore. I can't feel at home in this world anymore. Lord, you know I have no friend like you, and if heaven's not my home, Lord, what will I do? Angels beckon me from heaven's open door, but I can't feel at home in this world anymore. No more, no more, no matter how hard I try. Every day, every day, every day, I die. There's a man going round taking names There's a man going round taking names. He's taken my father's name and left my heart in pain. There's a man going round taking names. There's a man going round taking names. There's a man going round taking names. He's taken my mother's name, left my heart in pain. There's a man going round. There's a man going round taking names. There's a man going around taking names. He's taking my family's name and left my heart in pain. There's a man going round. There's a man going round. There's a man going round taking names. Flipping channels, I caught the news. 11 p.m. on a Tuesday night. Convenience store surveillance camera. A minor robbery or tragic fight. A Vietnamese man comes to America to find his fortune on our golden street. Shot and killed over 50 bucks. Bled to death by the frozen meat. In San Bernardino, the doors were locked, open 24 hours unless we're shot. In San Bernardino, the doors were locked, open 24 hours unless we're shot. In San Bernardino, we never close unless we die. Unless we die. Will I ever be the same? Will I ever close my eyes? Afraid to sleep, afraid to dream, afraid he'll hear my muted cries. Because he was looking right at me. No one else but right at me. People die here every day. You never pray. You never pray. Instead, you only watch TV. We're all friends, right? Yeah. So I can talk to you about, what, anything? Yeah. Drugs? Yeah. Sex? Yeah. Everybody loves to talk about sex. Let me tell you something. If you pastor a church and you preach on sex, it's always packed for sex night. Of course, if you tell someone you're having sex night at church, I've got a body, I treat it as I should. Because if I do for it, it does me real good. It tells me what it wants. I reach to satisfy. I don't have to worry. It controls my mind. not the hair. Actually, not the mic cord. And it's really hell when you're reaching for the heaven and all you want to do is make yourself feel good. It's really hell when you're reaching for the heaven and all you want to do is make yourselves feel good. When I'm all alone, my body talks to me. They're all looking down now, you see that? If my stomach growls, it needs food to eat. I satisfy my hunger as fast as I can. God, they're covering their heads with hoods, man. But I can't reach with food. It's really hell when you're reaching for the heaven and all you want to do is make yourself feel good. It's really hell when you're reaching for the heaven and all you want to do is make yourselves feel good. When this is all over, everything I'll know. As if I have a body to tell me where to go. And when I face God and tell him what I've done, I'm going to say, gee, I was just having fun. I saw the tub crash through a window, followed by water and a baby. There were sounds that could have been there, like save me, save me, save me. Although I'm here just for show, there's one thing want to know. Who killed the baby? Who killed the baby? Who killed the baby? Who killed the baby? 25 years washed away. Mom and Dad put up one hell of a fight, saying everything was a-okay. I can't get to sleep at night. Although I'm here just for show, there's one thing I want to know. Who killed the baby? Who killed the baby? Who killed the baby? Who killed the baby? The whole thing died with an awful sound like bombs being dropped over cities. When I woke up, I realized the evidence was not very pretty, and although we're here just for show, there's one thing I want to know. Who killed the baby? 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 Maybe you were wrong, but these damn scars remain. You left your mark. You left the pain. You didn't know what pain you brought, or maybe you did. And you cut your lifeline so short. The life you should have lived, you just had to get out. You just couldn't cope, but you gave up so much. Oh, so much. I cried for you. we once loved. Those days were hard, hard on both of us. Maybe I said things that I shouldn't have. Now you're gone and I can't even say I'm sorry. 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 Say I'm sorry. You were a special girl. Your smile made my day, but we were fools to let you lose. The only game you knew to play. I would give. Have you back one more day to protect you. Keep you from throwing it all away, but the case is closed and you shut the door and left everyone wondering what you gave it all up for. I cried for you. You once loved. Those days were hard, hard on both of us. Maybe I said things that I should not. But now you're gone, and I can't even say I'm sorry. 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 Are there any 15-year-olds in the room tonight? No jokes, come on. 15, raise your hand, loud and proud. I was 15 when I wrote that song. If anybody thought it was kind of good, good response. I wrote it because my ex-girlfriend committed suicide that day. And the only thing I knew how to do was to express myself through words and music. Back then, you know, the Stone Age, we didn't have the internet, so I didn't know that years later I was going to be a Christian rock superstar, and I was going to run into her brother online, and he's going to say, you know, I heard you wrote this song, but you never sent it to me. I sung it, not at her funeral, but at the party afterwards for all us kids that gathered together. I played it for all my friends. So 3 days before, someone very dear to me went home and shot herself, and I wrote a song, and 3 days later I'm performing it for my friends at a post-funeral gathering in her honor. And years later, I'm recording a record, and I run into her brother online, and I say, you know what? I'm going to pull that song out, and I'm going to put it on one of my albums. And I put it on one of my records, When Love Dies, and I sent him a copy of it, of course, and now the song's become part of my repertoire. But I have to tell you something, now that I'm 30, I think it's brilliant that a 15-year-old wrote that song. I don't know about you, but I'm so far removed from that kid, I don't even recognize him when I see pictures of him. But I think that's an amazing thing to be able to do, to take an experience and put it into words and music. And by the way, that was the only thing I did tonight that everybody was quiet for. So I bet at least 1.5 of you thought about someone you knew, or someone you know that might, or yourself that's thinking of. I don't mean to toot my own horn, but let's be fair, it's really fun to do. And when my friend committed suicide, we had so much in common, and it made me think of so much that we were both being abused in our homes. We were both being bullied in school. We were both self-medicating with drugs and alcohol. and we both wanted to die. When she succeeded, I realized that she let them win. And there was no way I was going to let them win with me. And I believe that she saved my life. And I have a really cool song. Gosh, I've had, hundreds and thousands of downloads for that song. Isn't it great? I'd much rather have her than the stupid song, but the song is the next best thing, isn't it? Because maybe I can use the gifts that God gave to me and make my life mean something when at one point it had no meaning whatsoever. But I watched someone else believe that her life had no meaning to such a degree that she shot herself. Whenever you talk about suicide, especially when I do this, because I'm really plucking them heartstrings right now, you get a room full of people that look at you like, wow, I really understand. Like, I feel your pain, I really care. And I don't mean to belittle that, because I think you guys actually maybe like me a little right now, but I want to be really honest. You can get zillions of movies on teen suicide from Netflix or something. You don't really need someone to travel hundreds of miles to tell you their story. You need someone to travel hundreds of miles to get your attention any way they can. I did that by walking in the room. I'm going to tell you something. For the better part of the last decade, I've been doing this ministry, and I have been defending my fashion choices. Because the question has always been, why do you think it's okay for you to represent Christianity looking like that? I'm going to tell you something. God finally gave me an answer to that. I've never had an answer, because I don't care. I really don't care. I know I'm doing what God's called me to do. And I look good. I'm having the time of my life, so I don't really care. And I want people to hear my testimony, and every one of you will listen. Just because I walked in the room looking like someone no one would have the guts to look like walking in here. But the truth is, I'm proud to say I'm the face of Christianity. I'm really proud to say I'm the face of Christianity. That the face of Christianity has never been the face of conformity. Never been the face of conformity. And the thing with Christians today, and this is not really what I'm talking about, but it's a warm-up, is that everyone's not only conforming, but trying to get others to conform. And the last time that worked successfully in a huge amount of people, it was called Nazi Germany. So, I don't want to look like the Christians I see on television. I've gotten so much grief, and I finally realized, wait a minute, why am I defending the fact that I'm not bound by some demon of conformity? I'm not trying to rebel, by the way. It's so funny. I have a free spirit. I don't really have this rebellious personality. I don't jaywalk. I pay my taxes, and I return all my phone calls, and I try to work out all my problems peaceably with all men. But I just don't want anyone to tell me how I'm supposed to reflect God to humanity. And I've come here several times, and I love coming here. This is always the best show of my year. Always. That's a fact. That's you guys, man. And anyone who knows me, this is really one of the only shows that I get nervous about, stressed about, lose sleep over. Right up when we were walking in, I was like, if I could just get out of this, if God could just take this cup away from me, I'm a wreck. I'm a wreck coming here. I know I just come off so confident, but the truth is, you guys are an incredible responsibility. Your little souls really matter. And I feel a tremendous responsibility coming in and talking to you, but something's happening with my mic. I'm not going to you can come up and fuss with it. Can you guys still hear me? Yeah. All right. I just know it. I know it sounds like I'm down to a speaker, or I'm completely out. Are you getting sound out of that one? Really? Testing. There we go. I just had to blow